What's up, guys? This is a replay from Gimme My Sports. I'm back to have a put out a late night episode as far as with the Lakers Nuggets game that just went off earlier. Um, the Lakers came out and won. Shout out to the Lakers. I'm a big fan. And right now, a lot of people are talking about just from looking at this game, it's a possible sweep. Um, I wanted to know from the bleachers, do y'all think the Lakers will sweep the Nuggets? And right now, it looked like that's what could happen, just because of the fact that matchups that we just witnessed from this game is like it's a big difference. Jokic is not going to be able to keep up with Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, and Anthony Davis along with LeBron James. And it just looked bad for the Nuggets. Now I'm not going to rule them out. I mean, I am a Lakers fan, but I'm not going to rule them out just because this is the NBA, it's the playoffs. Everybody has their on and off switch when it comes to when they come to the game to play. Jamal Murray, he had 21 points and Jokic had 21 points, but it seemed like the team around them couldn't help them elevate to get the first win. But for them to lose like that, I understand why a lot of people are questioning could it be a sweep or just saying this is going to be a sweep. Anthony Davis with 37 points, LeBron James only 15. But Anthony Davis had 37 points, along with Caldwell Pope with 18, Kuzma with 11. The Lakers, their bench, their whole team came out to play. Like, their bench scored a lot of points. Rondo made a big difference with that game too as well, being on the floor. Now, when I look with Denver, let's put it like this. The Lakers bench outscored Denver's bench, which got them the win. But Denver could not stop the Lakers from scoring in the paint because the Lakers, they're just, size, like height and size wise, as far as with, both teams, the Lakers, they win that battle. And really, I feel like if the Nuggets want to stop the Lakers from scoring a lot, they got to force them to shoot outside on the perimeter. But it's from what I've seen, it looked like it was very difficult for them to do that. I'm looking forward to game 2 to see how Denver comes out to attack the Lakers, but I'm really, looking forward to seeing the Lakers continue to play like they just did on game 1. Like I said, from what I see is, it's a possible sweep. I'm not gonna rule out Denver. I had said before that Denver at least will win 1 or 2 games against the Lakers, but I have the Lakers, winning the series against Denver to move on to the NBA Finals. This was a total beatdown. I mean, LeBron James, left to the locker room with 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. I think it was. I'm not sure, but it was in the 2-minute range. I really don't have much to say about Denver, but they just gotta come up with a game plan against these Lakers because they're a total different team compared to the teams that they have faced. They have multiple weapons. They have great ball rotation. They're good on the fast break points, and they can get to the paint. And the good thing about the Lakers getting to the paint is that they can get to the paint and score. They can, draw a foul, and they can hit their free throws. So Denver has got to come up with some type of strategy to pull a win against the Lakers this series because it's looking bad for them just off game 1. But it is just game 1, so I'm not going to rule them out. Like I said, I have the Lakers win the whole series, but I would think Denver would probably pull off at least two games against LA. So shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to LeBron. LeBron moves on and wins another championship. This would be his third team he has won a championship with. And if he wins MVP, this will be his third team that he won MVP finals with. And he'll be the first to ever do it with three other teams, which would be amazing. For anybody to say LeBron is not the GOAT, he's a crybaby, man, check those stats, because those stats are ridiculous. And for you to say what you have to say about LeBron in a negative way, man, ain't nobody else trying to hear it if they know that his stats are good. I mean, look, you can't complain. I mean, he's out there to do, the ball. And LeBron is, he's the top dog right now. He's the GOAT. I mean, he's been the GOAT. But, I mean, for him to be in the league this long and possibly win a championship for, again with a third team, that's hard work. That's pure athleticism. That guy is determined to be the best. So I can't even knock him. I did used to knock him a couple of times just when he wasn't with the Lakers, just because he's against the Lakers, so I have to do that. But now that he's with the Lakers, I'm rooting for him. But I did root for him when he did play the Warriors, because everybody got tired of the Warriors. So shout out to LeBron, shout out to LA for pulling off that win. Denver, y'all have to find a strategy or a way to at least challenge the Lakers. You got to find a way to keep them out of the paint. If you can't do that, it's going to be 4-0 sweep. So that's all I have for right now. Stay tuned for my next episode. Man, I really don't have anything to say about this game. This game was just a pure Los Angeles Lakers win, like a dominant win. And they just cruise their way through it. I mean, before I even leave, let me just break down some numbers for you right now. Like with the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets playing, like Denver Nuggets, they beat them in the first quarter 38-36. Then the Lakers come out 34-21, 33-22. The Lakers really started to turn up in the second and third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, the Denver Nuggets outscored them 35-23, but it just wasn't enough because they fell short in the second and third quarter. And then, the Lakers had the biggest, they had a 27-2 lead on them at one point. The Denver Nuggets did out-rebound the Lakers, but by 3 rebounds. And the Lakers, they had more steals than them. The Denver Nuggets only had 16 turnovers. The Lakers had 11. The Lakers had 33 assists, so they shared the ball a lot and got their team involved. And I seen that they was talking about they need Murray and Jokic need a third guy to help them. But I feel like you need more than just that third guy, because LA's whole team came out there to play. They probably had 2 or 3 people that didn't have any points. Everybody else scored. So the Denver Nuggets really need to come out playing team ball and actually find a way to stop the Lakers from scoring in the paint. From the field, the Nuggets had a 49.4% rating, and the Lakers had a 53% rating. That's correct. That was a difference maker right there. From the 3-point line, 34.6% from the Nuggets. Lakers 42.3. That's crazy. And then free throws, The Nuggets outscored them in free throws with 82.1, but the Lakers, their free throws was 73% from free throws. But what killed them is their field goals. The Lakers, outdone them on that, and the 3-point, and the Lakers, outdid the Nuggets with that. So, man, like, Nuggets, y'all really need to go back to the drawing board, because if y'all don't figure out something soon, the Lakers is just going to take advantage of it, and y'all are not going to make it to the NBA final. This is Replay Ready Sports. That's all I got for tonight, guys. I'm out.